So the human-animal bond is alive and well in the state of Washington, and the demand for veterinarians is just increasing. So the vet school started in 1899. We were one of the first colleges to be founded in the university, and I think that just recognizes the importance of veterinary medicine in our state. So last year we had over 2,400 applicants for 140 slots. So as the numbers show, it continues to be harder to get into veterinary school than medical school.
The vet school is set up as a 4-year program right now, and at WSU we have the first 3 years of their program is mostly didactic in the classroom.
First year's very overwhelming, where you think you know what you're doing. I was like, I got a 3.8, I can do this. I had to relearn how to study.
People equate vet med as drinking from a fire hose, and I think that's totally true. But I think that the faculty and the staff, the technicians and assistants really want us to succeed.
Second year and third year, you start getting out into the labs more, touching animals. They're not alive, but.
But the majority of the clinical experience comes our 4th year, where they rotate every 2 weeks.
4th year just seems really scary, but it's my favorite one for sure.
We do teach still a very broad breadth of education to our students, so they get, large animal, small animal, exotics. They get all of that, so that they don't have to choose right up front. A lot of people change their mind on how their career wants to go.
So we have 3 departments: integrative physiology and neuroscience, veterinary microbiology and pathology, and veterinary clinical sciences. We're also home to 2 schools, the School of Molecular Biosciences and the Paul G. Allen School for Global Health. And we have 2 big service units, so the Veterinary Medical Teaching Hospital and the Washington Animal Disease Diagnostic Lab. And just this past year, we started a new public health major to serve rural, remote, and underserved populations.
There you go, good boy.
And at our teaching hospital, we treat all animals, from bears to cows to dogs to goats to raptors.
We're one of the oldest veterinary teaching hospitals that's out there. It's quite a bit different than going to your local vet. We have veterinarians, and we also have specialists as well that see everything from cancer to neurologic problems. Heart problems is what I deal with.
Our specialists are doing procedures that aren't done anywhere else in the state. We have equipment like our linear accelerator that there are very few of them. Ours is brand new. We have equipment here and we do procedures that aren't done anywhere else. We definitely draw from all over the state and really the Pacific Northwest.
And then us being a teaching hospital, we have students involved in the process, which can slow things down because we're teaching, but it's also really good in the sense that we get to slow down and hopefully not miss anything.
The teaching hospital is hard, everyone can be stressed, but helps you keep in mind what we're here for, especially when you're taking exams every week.
Everything went well. Right. Yep. So he's waking up right now. Okay.
I graduated from veterinary school 25 years ago. So I got no formal training in communication or in leadership or in problem solving from a team standpoint when I went through vet school. We realized that there was a lot of the non-technical skills or non-technical competencies that we were overlooking in our training, that's a really important element.
So we have a really great communication program, starts in our 2nd year. And so we actually have actors from the community act as clients with pets, acting out different scenarios. And I feel like a lot of that has prepared me for the real world. I definitely have a greater toolbox because of that.
I also think that simulation-based education is really important as far as communication. Getting those clients in there and talking to them is really, really beneficial, and I really like how it's incorporated into our curriculum. It's pretty unique to Washington State.
And then there's small intestine all floating around in there and other stuff, but we can't necessarily feel it. Simulation-based education is using models, mannequins, actors, technology, and environments to create authentic scenarios for our learners to be immersed in, to either reinforce or help them put together concepts and ideas, their clinical skills. So we have been accredited through the Society of Simulation in Healthcare. We were their first veterinary-specific simulation program.
Surgeon, I think we're ready.
The sim lab is really helpful as far as getting the basics down, like suturing and seeing those procedures in real life.
I think your patient is painful. Can you hold off just a second?
This is what we call an integrated simulation, where we have communication, clinical reasoning, some technical skill elements, all mixed together in a very realistic environment.
Administering 1 ml of hydro.
This is really important for our learners to be able to get in, work on their skills, know how they're going to respond to stressors, and be in situations before they're faced with those same situations with live animals.
I think our biggest legacy is the compassionate and amazing veterinarians we train that go out with their skills and are literally capable of treating every animal on the planet. And we look forward to the next 125 years.